Bless you, Lord Sakai.
Go, and stay safe.
What a relief. Thank you, Lord Sakai.
Be careful up there.
For a moment, I thought you were Gosaku himself. Please, take this key. He'd be grateful if you donned his armor.
Protect Tsushima, my lord.
I'm glad to have more banners. I hear rumors the traitors of Yarikawa have been fighting the Mongols. Some people say they've changed, but I don't know what to think.
Lord Shimura needs Yarikawa to join his cause. We must put the past behind us and unite against the enemy.
I understand, my lord. The past must never be forgotten, but it is our future that matters most.
Long ago, the warriors of Yarikawa were heroes. With the traitors long dead, they have a chance to prove themselves again.
Please accept this humble token of appreciation. Be well.
I thought the Mongols would take our heads, my lord. The Mongols seek the armor of a hero named Gosaku. Please take this key to it. You deserve to wear it.
I won't let the Mongols come near Gosaku's legacy. That's my noble.
You saved us.
Did they find your key to Gosaku's armor?
They could have the key for all I care. Gosaku is a hero from a children's story.
You don't believe the armor exists?
Not at all. Take our key and see for yourself, my lord.
We owe you our lives. Take this key to Gosaku's armor. Put it to good use.
Have you ever seen the armor yourself?
We'd never dare look, my lord. We were to keep it safe for someone like you.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Game Show. My name's AJ Gales. How y'all doing? We are back with the game that makes me want to go back and replay Tenchu Z. We are playing Ghost of Tsushima. If anybody wants to tell me, AJ, that's a very dated reference. Yeah. I remember playing that game and not understanding it. Like, mostly because I played it, you know, back before I like to think. I'm trying to think how to put it. Like, there were games that I played, like, when I was younger. Let me talk to this lady and I'll finish this thought.
Could I speak with you?
The invaders are gone.
It's not that, my lord. A group of bandits is terrorizing Komoda. They slaughtered my whole family like animals.
Then I'll hunt them down like animals. Where did they kill your family?
At our home, north of here, on the river.
I'll pick up the bandits' trail there. What's your name?
Saki, my lord.
I will avenge your family, Saki.
Alright, so as I was saying, when I was younger, I've played games now at 24, 22, I'm 26 right now, but you know what I mean. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. I've played games as I have matured and had much more patience, and I know it's shocking, AJ says he has patience, but compared to when I was 16, compared to when I was, hell, 18, 15, you know, like, there were some gems that I played back when I was younger. What the fuck? Why is the bottom of my horse glowing? Does anyone see this? Okay. Is my horse magic now? Did I install... I don't know enough about cars to say what it is. That undercarriage lighting? What the fuck? Sorry. It's not going away either. Alright. Or is it the saddle that I'm... No, it can't be the saddle that I'm using, because I picked up an extra... a new saddle, which actually I like a lot better with Nobu, but... Is it gone? I think it's gone. Huh. No, whatever I was saying, I'm just stumbling over my words now because I can't fucking talk. Because, you know, I've been doing this YouTube thing for how long, and I seem to somehow be getting worse at it. My point is, as I've gotten older, like, I've played games that I played when I was a kid and gone, oh my god, how did I not realize, like, how deep this, like how deep the mechanics were in this game? Or how did I not realize how good this was, or this story, or that story, or whatever. I still stand by it. Shadow of the Colossus sucks, but again, that's a personal opinion. I understand that's not a popular opinion. But I cannot play that. I have a feeling I wouldn't like Eco either, mostly because I also really hated The Last Guardian. And I know so many people love The Last Guardian. That one I don't even see. I mean, at least Shadow of the Colossus had like all the big boss fights, and I could see why people like it. Just it's not for me. But The Last Guardian was just confusing, controlled like shit. It was bad. It was bad. I believe the last episode of that LP that I did for The Last Guardian was literally titled, what?
Let's go, Nobu.
What was I talking about? Right, I was basically making a point of, yeah, it's just as I've gotten into my mid to late, you know, well, I guess even my early 20s to my mid 20s, whatever you'd consider 26. I don't know if this is the point where, because we're past the halfway point, you start saying late. Whatever, I'm being too concerned with my own age. I feel like I'm getting older and that death is upon me. These aren't even good jokes. I don't know why I'm laughing. I'm doing it to break the tension. Don't unsubscribe, please. You're the only thing keeping me going. Nah, I think my point is pretty clear what I'm saying. It's just as I've gotten older, games that maybe I didn't like as much when I was a kid, I've gotten a new appreciation for. So it kind of makes me. This game makes me think, hey, let's go back and play Tenchu. Let's see, you know, let's see if, it's what I remember. I think I can standoff kill, like, 6 people now that I've fully upgraded this armor. Let's see here. Increase standoff streak by 2. So, yeah, I think I can kill 5 or 6, I'm not sure. Either way, I can kill a lot of people now with standoffs. I guess because I've waited enough time to actually talk about this. Hey, if you like the way I handled all those farms or whatever that I cleared out at the start of the video, let me know in the comments. I'm always trying to figure out a better way to do this. Like, especially with an RPG like this, that there's a lot of collectible stuff. I like the collectibles. I actually like a lot of the activities. Like, I really enjoy the bamboo cutting. I really like composing the haikus. I don't know why I like the haikus so much. I just do. But, you know, those are at least quick activities that I don't need to, you know, that I can, as I'm running around, you know, just kind of saying, hey, here's a whole bunch of stuff I found. You know, I'm doing all this quick cuts, you know, with no commentary that works, but for the larger, you know, kind of like the, I don't know what to call them, compounds, the camps or whatever, when you're clearing them, it's just, I cleared every farm down here in Izuhara, and it really wasn't that interesting, because there really, it was just, here's a hostage guarded by a bunch of enemies. Okay, we kill them. Next. Okay, you cleared the area. And then the next place was the same thing. So that's kind of why I just showed the endings and the keys and everything that we got. So if you don't mind if that's how I do some of those.
A map marking this location. What's it say? And then we can finally be together. This was
somebody,
a random attack.
Somebody trying to be with Saki, whatever her name is. Yeah, whatever I was saying. It's just, I'm trying to find a way to speed up some of the collecting of
trying to protect his family.
Locations and whatnot. Where are you gonna take me, bird? As I get distracted. I'll return in a second. You know, I mean, like, I want to show you all the side activities, even if, yeah, there's a lot of, repeated, you know, like, oh, this bamboo strike, well, that's, you know, it's basically the other bamboo strike or whatever. I like to show them all. It's just my way of doing things. Completely missed this the first time we were over here. All right.
Uncle seems so much older. Maybe the war aged him. or I never noticed before.
You know, I've seen people compare Jin getting into all these hot springs to I almost say Geralt, to Geralt in the bath. I gotta say, I'm a little, now that I think about it, did we ever see Geralt of Rivia's ass? I don't think we have. We saw his nude chest plenty of times, and I say that like it's something more than just a shirtless guy, but I'm like running back. I'm running it back. I'm like, I cannot think of a time where I saw Geralt of Rivia's butt. So there we go. Jin's got one up on him.
A lot of men here, headed for the road.
You know, I don't know what's funny to me. Why it's funny to me to think about the programmer, the developer, whatever, who actually had to go out of their way to, like, code in Jin's ass. It makes me laugh, though. Makes me laugh. Granted, I have the, the sense of humor of a 12-year-old, but
My lord,
I'm basically going, haha, it's a butt.
Ketchy farm was freed. Thought I'd bring them horses and medicine. Bunch of bandits found me first. Took everything.
Any idea where they were headed?
They mentioned Komoda village. Whatever's left of it.
I'll head there. Can you walk? Ketchy isn't far.
I think so. Find those bastards. They thought this was funny.
I mean, maybe not funny, haha, but... Oh, if you haven't figured it out, this video is gonna be pretty much no plan. We're gonna do what the hell ever I find interesting or find or whatever. God damn it! Stay in front of me. The other reason why I didn't really show these farms that I took out is because all the enemies are basically just your generic low-level Mongol troops. So they were all pretty easy to kill. Yeah, either way, this could end up being a 2-hour video. I don't know. I'm pretty much just planning on playing until my back starts hurting again because of my fucking chair. I've been complaining about this thing for months now. I finally decided, fuck it, I'm going to Staples today and buying the chair that I've had my eye on for a while. Ugh. That way tonight I can enjoy PGA Tour 2K21 in comfort. I'm very excited about that, by the way. Are Japanese bears just small? I think I've asked this question in the past, but those bears just look tiny. You know, like, I mean, like when they're on all fours, I mean, they barely come up to like your chest or whatever. Like I thought bears were fucking huge. Like, am I just misunderstanding the size of bears, or is it just that bears in Japan are much smaller than bears in, like, the U.S.? Or is a little column A, little column B? Like, what are we talking here? Holy shit, I'm not even close to the target. Maybe I should get on my horse. Yeah, as I was saying, I've been super pumped for PGA Tour 2K21. I have been wanting a new PGA Tour game for a long time. I mean, there are a few sports games that I've been wanting to come, you know, like to play for a while, and it's a PGA Tour game. Honestly, I mean, I can't remember what year it is. I mean, it was a 2000 something. It wasn't even 2010, but it was. I had one of, you know, the old ones, like Tiger Woods PGA Tour. Like, I booted up my Xbox recently just to play it, and I'm like, man, it's still really fun. There's only like 6 courses, but it's still pretty fun. It's also really fun to hit people in the crowd and watch them fall down. but yeah, I mean, I've been wanting a new PGA Tour game for a long time. That's finally happening. I would love like a Top Spin or no, just a really good tennis game. Wanted one of those for a while, and the last one that I really want, well, I'll also throw, I'd love like an NCAA basketball or football game to come back, but that's never going to happen, and I've made my peace with that. But I would absolutely love Fight Night to return. And while Fight Night Champion, that was the last one, wasn't maybe the greatest thing ever, I actually really like its attempted way to do a story mode. I thought like separate of career mode or whatever, you know, the story mode is actually really cool.
Komoda village. The bandits could be here. Those dogs killed Saki's family.
I guess seeing as I'm just kind of talking about whatever, you know, just stuff I've been playing recently. I've mentioned this. I've been playing a lot of PC Building Simulator, which, by the way, if you, you know, if you want like a really fun simulator game, I heavily suggest it. I think it's like $60 for all the DLC. I think I've mentioned this in the past. I'm having a ridiculous amount of fun in that game, and I don't know. I cannot tell you why I am having as much fun as I am with it. I just am. Gotcha.
Someone there?
Yeah, someone's here. And you're dead.
I almost feel guilty about it.
No, you don't.
You're right.
God. Die.
Saki, wherever you are.
Sorry, but as I was saying, 2 games that I've been playing just a lot off camera, just, you know, for my own fun. Like I mentioned, PC Building Simulator, I've been playing a lot of that. But I picked up whenever it came out. I can't remember exactly when. Just, you know, because I hadn't played one of the games in a while. I just thought, you know what, I'll give it a shot. I picked up UFC 4 from EA, and I've got to say, in terms of controls and everything, I think it might be the best one I've played from EA. I mean, granted, I played I played when they did EA Sports MMA, if anybody remembers that. It's when they couldn't, it's back when, was that back when, who did the Undisputed series? I can't remember, was that, I want to say it was Ukes, but I could be wrong on that. No, it was THQ. That was who had that old license. That was optional to kill the bandits. Oh, there's more of them. But yeah, the Undisputed series. Now, see, I still think, as much as those games had issues with the sort of ground combat, you know, I thought it was overly complicated. I actually think EA's, it might be oversimplified, but I'd rather it be oversimplified than too complicated. So yeah, I think I'm talking about UFC 4. But yeah, I thought the Undisputed games were really great in terms of a UFC like video game.
My lord, will you let me go?
If you tell me the truth, what were these men laughing at?
Some poor girl. She was in love with Haruo. He was in charge. She told him where her family hid their rice.
Was her name Saki?
Yes, Saki. She thought Haruo would return her affection. Instead, he killed her family, took the rice, and left her in the ditch.
And I was the instrument of her revenge. Get out of here! I'm going to have a word with Saki.
Yeah, finishing my thought. I thought the Undisputed games were far better than the EA ones, but yeah, EA Sports MMA was okay. I just thought it was a little light in terms of content, you know. Then the UFC games came out. I wasn't a big fan of the first one, so I just decided to skip on the second and third. But I thought, hey, you know what, I'll pick up the fourth. And just kind of see it. I like it. From a control standpoint, it's actually pretty good. I don't mind the way career mode is handled with training camps and how training works and then injuries and everything. I really like the simplified skill system. It's based on stars that you buy with, they're called evolution points. I think that's all very well done. Honestly, I don't care enough. So yeah, it's overall, it's a well-done game with good systems and mechanics and everything. It's just, its career mode lacks a sort of, I'm trying to think how to put it, lacks a level of customization that's kind of sad. As in, you can't customize your trunks, and like you can decide like kind of like what kind of trunks you want to wear, but all the customization and stuff that you can wear or whatever, I believe is all safe for, I think is all safe for multiplayer. I haven't even dabbled in that because, you know me, I don't give two shits about multiplayer normally. And if there's two kinds of games that multiplayer interests me even less, it's sports games and shooters. Actually, no, that's not the right way to put that. Because I think I think I accidentally made the opposite point. Well, let me just completely scrap that sentence and try this again. Because now that I think about it, shooters are hit and miss with me. For pretty much, it's sports games. Sports games, sports games and fighting games. I think that's a better way to put it, or the correct way to put it, I suppose. With multiplayer, that I just do not care about. But yeah, I remember back in the Undisputed games where you could actually design your own trunks. You know, you could actually, pick what kind of trunks you want to wear, then put different designs on them, different sponsors and everything. Like, there was a really cool level of customization on it, and EA Sports UFC 4 doesn't have that at all. It's basically everyone's trunks are basically the same. I mean, that might be a thing with the UFC now, and I just don't know about that, but yeah, it's just, like I said, it lacks a level of customization on that front that I thought was really cool about the old ones. And, yeah, I think that it's also weird that in your created characters you can't select a first name. Well, I mean, like, you can give your character a first name, but Bruce Buffer, the announcer, won't say it. Because you can pick from a list of last names, and he'll say those, when he won't say the first name. That's annoying to me. If you're gonna have that with the last name, give me options for the first name to say, so he can say the character's full name. That's weird to me. It's like I said, customization options I think are the weirdest thing. Because oddly enough, I don't care how much style I can put into my character for multiplayer, but for career mode, I definitely want that level of customization to it.
Where is Saki?
She drowned.
Drown herself? Oh, called it.
From what I understand, she blamed herself for the death of her family.
She was manipulated.
by the bandits you met on the road. They won't do any more harm.
Thank you, my lord. Perhaps some good will come of this.
And real quick before I cut to when we go back up into the area that we've been in, and anybody who wants to know, AJ, why the hell are you talking about these games, right now in Ghost of Tsushima? I don't know. I've been playing them. It was on my mind, so I thought I'd just give my thoughts because I don't really have another place to put them. And yeah, one of those. There wasn't this quest was pretty by the numbers. I really didn't have much to say about it. So let's move on.
I can help improve your blades, my lord.
Well, that's exactly what I want you to do. And make my katana a little better.
I'll see you again.
Your blade will keep us.
I decided, you know what? Let's talk to Norio.
Lord Sakai, Norio, where are the monks from your temple?
Hochi and his followers came down from Cedar Temple to train healers in the village. Mongols kidnapped them.
They took nothing else?
Hochi went peacefully, so they spared the village.
Slaughter those who resist, reward submission. Khotun's favorite tactic.
He should not have gone along with them.
He gave himself up for the village.
The Mongols will be back. All he did was delay the end.
Then it's a good thing you and I are here.
Alright, I don't hate this helmet, but it's kind of getting in the way of cutscenes, so I think I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna go back to a headband.
They rode out past the tea fields.
Let's pick up their trail.
Like, I really love the horns. They're really cool, but like I said, they're kind of getting in the way of cutscenes. Which one? I think it's, yeah, Headband of Fear. Yeah. There we go. See, the Headband of Fear, that's what I want the color of my armor. Now it just looks like oil is all over it. Can I? There we go. I can change the appearance. Nah, okay. See, and I think it kind of looks weird without the helmet. Well, sorry, I know I'm being really picky. That's a little better. Yeah, because I think if I was gonna go like full, like the full armor down the arms and everything, it didn't look right without the helmet.
I'm sure of nothing when it comes to the invaders.
This looks like good medium armor without the helmet. Yeah, I think it works better. And I like it better than the normal armor, just because you see less of the pattern of the, I don't know what to call it, what sits under the, I'm going to say plates, which I also don't think is the correct term. But it shows less of his, like, shirt, if you know what I'm saying. Because I just think the pattern didn't work.
They came this way, past the tea fields.
Look for tracks.
Beep-a-dip-beep-beep. How intense that was, and then it's just no music. We're just kind of running along, taking a jog on the road, you know. It's all relaxed, and hearing birds chirping.
Tracks
I can at least play some foreboding music or something. No, we have to talk over here. All right. And then why wasn't he over here in the first place?
We went toward the swamp. Come. It sounds like you and Hochi have a history.
Hochi always complained that my brother was too eager to fight.
Was your brother violent?
No, but he was always fearless. When I was a child, the older boys in my village bullied me.
That must have been a long time ago.
Many meals ago. One time, the boys stuffed me in a millet sack and tried to hang me from a tree. Enjo pretended to be a demon lurking in the branches. They never bothered me again.
Bravery takes many forms.
Hochi thinks warrior monks are driven by anger and hate. But when I swing my naginata, I sacrifice the few to save the many. And I do it without hatred.
I'm not a big fan of that whole sacrifice, you know, what is it? Sacrifice the few to save the many. I've never been a fan of that mentality. I don't know. I think they could have made that motivation a little better.
I don't want the monks to get caught in the middle.
You know, the concept of the warrior monk, of, you know, it is our teaching of the trying to think how to put it, the teaching of the martial art to discipline the mind and soul, or something like that. That the only time they swing the weapon is to defend the weak, or some shit like that. I don't know. Yeah, cliched, but I mean, hell, what he said there was cliched as well. I just, if anything, I think it. Sorry, I was hearing that grunting. I was trying to figure out what the fuck that was. But yeah, I think that even though it's cliched, I still think those kind of backstory of, again, the whole concept of the warrior monk, of learning to fight in the martial art to defend the weak and to, you know, train the mind and body, whatever. I think that just works a little better.
Know what you're saying?
Oops. Whoa. Hostages? One hostage was killed. I wouldn't even mind if you failed me on the mission. But for the love of God, you say hostage. Singular. The plural thing bothers me. I don't know why I stumbled on the word bother. Like I said, I've been doing this YouTube thing long enough. I shouldn't do that anymore. But 'tis what it is. Gotcha. Oh, shit. I really wish I could have done a flip coming off that. Yeah, like I was saying, I kind of wish I could have done a flip off of the... I think I kicked him up that hill.
Be soon.
Are you the samurai who rose from the dead?
I was just looking for food.
Is Hochi with you?
Ochi? No. But one of us broke loose. The invaders chased after him. They'll be back any moment.
Road Sakai! Mongols up the road!
Norio? You're alive!
Stay back.
I don't know why I thought that was so funny when he asked, when as soon as Jin asks about Hachi, it's just, I just hear that guy's like, I was just looking for food. I don't know why it was so funny to me. It just was. Apparently I still had to guard the hostages. See, right there, that's fine. Say a monk. Again, my problem was not with the fact that I failed the mission. My problem was entirely with the fact saying my problem was entirely with the fact that it told me that multiple hostages died. Thought I saw somebody had sticky bombs or something. Die.
Is anyone hurt?
We're all right, my lord.
Where is Hochi?
A different group took him. Norio. They knew Hochi's name. And they mentioned Cedar Temple.
Lord Sakai. Why would they separate Hochi from the rest?
He's the most skilled healer. They might have plans for him.
He also likes to argue.
You think he angered them?
Knowing Hochi? Yes.
Don't jump to conclusions. First, we need to track him down.
Give me time to figure out what Mongols took him.
I'll meet you at Akashima village. We'll find him, Norio.
Do we know that Norio's do we know that his brother's dead? I'm just trying to remember when we first got introduced to him. Like, was his brother in the hole with him and the other warrior monks? Is that? Because I've got a feeling something. I think his brother is betraying Norio. I don't know. Just a theory. My theories, you know, sometimes end up correct. Sometimes they're complete bullshit. I don't know. Just throwing out a theory. As I said at the start of this video, if you couldn't figure out that I have no plan, yeah, I'm just kind of doing whatever mission is. What's it saying? Whatever mission's kind of in front of me.
He is not here. Maybe someone has seen him.
Do you need anything, my lord?
You know, now that I think about it, I haven't mentioned this, but I really like that these side missions and these character stories or whatever, each individual mission is pretty short when you think. I mean, it's 15 minutes at most. I like that. I like that it's kept very. It's in, it's out. It's the important details. It doesn't really kind of hold you up with a lot of bullshit.
My lord.
I'm looking for some.
Sorry, I was choking on my soda a little earlier.
He said you should catch up with him to join the hunt. And you'd know what that meant.
Yeah, as I was saying, I like the fact that they keep it a little bit more to the point. It doesn't give me that feeling of, all right, well, let's strap in for this one. It's going to be a long time. I don't know, maybe that's because I have, like, RPG expectations, and this is more of an action-adventure game with some RPG elements. Which, you know, oddly enough, there's another comparison to what Assassin's Creed used to be, and I wish still was.
Sensei Ishikawa is in trouble.
I'm still kind of hoping that Valhalla ends up being that way. Hell, I thought Origins, for as much RPG stuff as they threw into Origins, I thought Origins was very much, what was I saying? I thought AC Origins was very much an action-adventure game with stronger RPG elements, you know, at least stronger when compared to Syndicate, but, which I still say, I like Syndicate. One of the first games I played on this channel, actually, now that I think about it.
You're wounded.
I'll survive.
You should have waited for me at the camp.
I had a lead on Tomoe. I couldn't risk losing her.
Were those her archers?
One of them shouted my name.
Actually, I think it might have been the first LP that I did on the channel, now that I think about it, was AC Syndicate. Oh, God, I flubbed that one. Jesus! Man, I suck.
Not bad, Sakai.
Oh wow! Don't let the compliment hurt you on your way out. On its way out.
They had you surrounded.
Tomoe taught them well.
That's not why they outmaneuvered you.
If you have an insight, share it.
You didn't notice them because you were too focused on finding Tomoe.
Even I make mistakes, Sakai.
No, you don't. Except with her.
We should get moving.
Illegitimate daughter. Illegitimate daughter. I'm calling it now. Illegitimate daughter.
Settle.
What do you know about the camp?
Archers, for the most part. Tomoe has been seen with them on raids all over Akashima.
She won their trust.
She's a useful tool to divide and conquer, for now.
I don't know why I think that each of these character stories is gonna have some like big twist or whatever, but I think they're all gonna have some sort of twist.
Tomoe betrayed you before she sided with the Mongols, but you never told me exactly what happened.
She used my teaching to help a band of assassins. They paid well.
It still doesn't explain why she attacked you.
Sakai, how does a samurai deal with an assassin?
You retaliated and attacked her.
I dealt with Tomoe as I would any common murderer.
She was your student.
I don't make exceptions, Sakai.
First Hironori Nagao, now Tomoe.
Don't be the next to disappoint me.
Well, I'm a little disappointed with that. I was still holding out hope for illegitimate daughter. Not old man sucks at picking his students.
They hunt people.
Which also makes you wonder, is he just a shit judge of character, or is he really unlucky?
Indulging violence weakens the warrior. Like too much food or drink.
You said Tomoe traveled to your dojo to study. What did she do before that?
Her mother belonged to a merchant family in Umugi. She never knew her father. Why do you ask?
Killing is not learned overnight, even for a prodigy with a bow.
She was born with a taste for bloodshed.
I don't know. Maybe I'm second-guessing myself too soon.
More of Tomoe's work.
Holy crap. Did anyone else get like a weird like Witcher vibe?
The people of Akashima like dogs.
When the camera shot right to Jin's shoulder there?
A killer masters a weapon. A samurai masters himself.
You've devoted your life to mastering the bow.
To the bow, yes. Not to killing.
Now you're splitting hairs.
I've tied a wounded man to my horse with a bowstring. Used an arrowhead to cut meat when I had no knife.
You're saying a bow is more than a weapon.
And a samurai is more than a killer.
Interesting.
Good noble.
No, like right here, like when the camera like shot this close, kind of focusing on these guys, but you see the fires and everything in the background. Anyone else get like just a massive Witcher kind of flashback or vibe there? Because that looks like a scene out of The Witcher. And, like, if I didn't know this was Ghost, you know, if I mean, clearly we weren't, you know, all samurai'd up. This could have been a shot from The Witcher. Again, this camera angle, the trees, everything, the fires, makes it all kind of look like Velen. God damn, The Witcher was just a super pretty game back when it came out. What, that was 2015, wasn't it, when The Witcher 3 came out, wasn't it? Jesus.
We have no choice. We have to kill her.
I trained her. I share the blame for her actions. I will end this.
You only share the blame if you encouraged her thirst for violence.
I made her my student. I should have seen the darkness in her.
You didn't see it, and that scares you.
It bothers me. We're nearly there. We'll approach this like Fort Nakayama.
Observe the camp, look for weaknesses. Make a plan of attack.
That's right, Sakai. Look twice and shoot once.
Man, I think about how pretty The Witcher 3 was. Because I still think its graphics hold up now. I think that game is still a good-looking game for the advancements we've made since 2015, which, Jesus Christ, that's 5 years ago now. Pushing 6. No? About 5, because it came out in May of 2015, from what I remember. What is this? Oh, is it going to be like Wanted, where they're practicing on bodies to know what it's like to shoot a body or some shit like that?
Training to fight samurai.
We will give them more to learn.
Mongolian-style archery.
A hybrid. Tomoe is teaching them.
We take the camp, then find out where she is.
The moment you attack, my arrows will strike home.
Apparently I'm still in my sight lines over here. Gotta be careful. There we go. I got distracted, but no, I was sitting here thinking, man, if CD Projekt was able to get a game that expansive and that pretty back in 2015, god damn, just thinking about what they're going to be able to do with Cyberpunk is just, oh. I'll let you take that sound for what you will, but I'm so fucking excited.
We're improving. Tomoe's not here.
Let's make sure. Look around. A supply list. Japanese bows and targets. Delivery locations all over Toyotama.
She's setting up more training camps.
One in Otsuna, another in Kushi, and more planned.
Oh, okay. I was like, is there any more?
A message in Japanese.
What does it say?
Great Khan, conqueror of Tsushima. Before the year is over, your archers will know all I do about killing samurai. And I will deliver the heads of Sensei Ishikawa and Jin Sakai.
Tomoe was here.
Yeah, that's the part to focus
I
on.
gave her everything. And she threw it away.
She's a threat. There is only one way this ends.
I know what must be done.
Knowing and doing are different.
You are questioning whether I am samurai? Tomoe was my greatest achievement. But if I must, I will destroy her to save this island. That is my duty.
The list we found. We will use it to track down the other camps.
And we will end Tomoe's treachery. Sakai. You are a fine warrior. You could become a great leader. But do not question my integrity again.
I don't think he questioned your integrity. I think he questioned your conviction and ability to complete the task that we need to complete. I won't even say they're. Yeah, I mean, they aren't even close to being the same thing. I think they're very different. Whatever. All right. So the Ghost and the Demon Sensei, Sensei Ishikawa, one in Kushi. This is the one in Otsuna. All right. All that shit pops up. Still, all those fucking question marks out there. Let's go see Kenji. You know what? Before that, let's go take care of this encampment. I know I did a whole bunch of this crap before the video started, and I asked, hey, can I just skip through a lot of these encampments or whatever? But I don't know. If I have something to say or to talk about, I don't mind doing them because they're nice little filler content. They're fun. It's just, you know, if I don't really have a lot to say, it's just, watch me hack through waves of enemies. Wee. No, I'll definitely say this though, if about Cyberpunk 2077. I really, oh fuck me, I was not sure if that constituted a helmet, and it does constitute. And he used his horn. Fuck. What was I saying? I really hope I'm not getting on board the hype train for that game, like I did for The Last of Us Part 2, and it ends up another Last of Us Part 2. Alright, looks like we've got 2 more Straw Hats and 2 more Mongols.
Hindman! There's no hope for you!
There we go. Nah, let's keep doing the more character-based side missions. Oh yeah, I've got a shitload of technique points, now that I think about it. Yeah, I think I'll take the ability to parry. Yeah, parry spear attacks. Oh yeah, that's right. I still have those skills to learn. Ah, geez, what do I want? Yeah, might as well. I'll take that one. Yeah, I think I'll take that one as well. There we go. I think those were good ways to spend those points.
Nobu.
You know, I keep noticing all of those points to use the grappling hook in camps and whatnot. I always forget to use them. Alright, so this is a problem when you make flowers a kind of currency in your game, but you also have a weapon resource that is also, you know, boosted by flowers. I'm just saying, maybe either one, stop with all the flowers, or two, you need to make the weapon resource flowers look completely different from the currency flowers, even though the currency flowers all look different. There's multiple different... it just could have been a little more obvious.
On a perfect opportunity, my lord.
Uh-huh.
Down this road lies an enemy camp stuffed with supplies to feed, clothe, and heal dozens, hundreds, and the Mongols left. It's a ripe plum just begging for it.
What are you not telling me?
This is a simple situation. No Mongols, lots of stuff. Help ourselves, help the people.
On the slim chance some good comes of this, lead the way.
I knew
very, very slim chance. I just have a very strong feeling somewhere during this quest the term fucking Kenji is going to come out of my mouth. After, well, clearly, when I just said it.
How did you find this camp?
I've been following these guys for a while. They're so arrogant they leave their camp unguarded when they go on raids.
Then who are you waiting for on the road?
Who me? Nobody. I was on my way to the camp when you happened
Fucking
by.
Kenji.
There are survivors taking refuge near the Yarikawa stronghold. They need supplies.
That's exactly the people I'm trying to help. What did I tell you? So beautiful it makes you weep.
Where are the people that you led in here the first time? Or whatever? Because I'm going to guess he sent people in ahead of him, and they didn't show up, which is making him nervous, which is why he was waiting.
Anything valuable there? Precious metals, rare woods, a nice rug?
How about food? The kind people trying to survive a war could eat.
Oh, sure, that too.
What happened to Kenji trying to do good and help people and whatnot? Like, I thought that's what his quest chain would be him trying to be a better person, but nope, still a scummy merchant.
Clothing.
Zebra can't change its stripes, is that the expression?
This can help a lot of people.
Leopard can't change its spots, that's them.
Plenty of food here. Fish, vegetables, rice, and millet. Japanese, not Mongolian.
They're learning to like our cuisine.
Kenji, there's food and medicine over here.
I already checked the yurt, nothing in there, just a bunch of junk.
I better check the yurt.
What the hell's a yurt? Okay. Apparently that's a yurt.
Kenji! I'll kill you!
Who are you?
The man who's going to end Kenji's life. You left me here to die.
No, not true! I brought help! Meet Lord Sakai, also known as the Ghost.
One of you explain what's happening. Now.
Kenji set me up is what's happening.
Yep.
It wasn't a setup. The Mongols were supposed to pay for this stuff, only they didn't. And then they took my friend Nato here hostage.
They were supposed to pay for this?
Hear that?
They're back! Please, cut me loose!
Fucking Kenji.
These supplies.
We stole them from Straw Hats.
Lord Sakai, can you distract the Mongols?
So you can escape?
Not exactly. I have an idea. Trust me.
No more ideas, Kenji. Just take your friend and go.
I'll say this. At least he didn't steal them from the people. He stole them from the Straw Hats. Oh, goody. Oh, there's even a bear. There's even a fucking bear. Alright, that's pretty cool.
Kenji! Kenji's friend! You can come out now.
Kenji's friend.
We are locked in!
Idiots.
Lord Sakai, get us out of here! We thought it would be safer in here.
But then they're locked.
Is that where the freaking bear came from?
Thank you, Lord
Did they
Sakai.
let it out of that cage so they could hide in there?
You know what happens now.
I'm going to ride that sake barrel all the way to...
Kenji, I think he's angry.
Lord Sakai, our intention was always to gift our gains to the survivors who need it most. The camp outside the town of Yarikawa.
Gather everything you can. And when I visit that camp, I'm going to find it overflowing with food and medicine, correct?
Yes, my lord.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, you know, the first time that we helped him, at least I believed he was trying to help. This time, not so much. This time, this was just Kenji still being an asshole.
It worked out perfectly.
You call this perfect?
I guess instead of saying he's an asshole, I should just say he's just a freaking idiot. I do love him, though. I still can't hate him. Where are you taking me, birdie? Huh? Hot spring? Bamboo cutting? Haiku? Apparently it was a survivor camp.
They'll kill us inside.
Brought you out of Azmo Bay.
And I almost died.
And this is a mission that involves Yuna, apparently. But I'm looking for this musician, and this is actually going to be the last thing we'll do in this video. Cool. I hope we get to have a duel in there. The hell is this guy?
Must be the spirit of Yarikawa's vengeance.
Tread carefully, my lord. Old Yarikawa is a dangerous place.
What happened here?
We were coming down the road and heard screams. By the time we got here, it was too late.
They must have killed each other.
No. It was the spirit of Yarikawa's vengeance.
Spirit?
You know some of the tale, but not all.
And my favorite part about these.
Samurai of Clan Yarikawa were the most skilled swordsmen on our island. In every generation, one lord was taught their family secret, a deadly technique called the Dance of Wrath that could cut through any foe's defense. The Dance of Wrath found its greatest master in Lord Tokiasa Yarikawa. Though beloved by his people, he resented Clan Shimura's power. Desperate to seize control, he set off a bloody rebellion that claimed countless lives. Lord Shimura's father and brothers fell to Yarikawa's Dance of Wrath technique. But with Clan Sakai's aid, Shimura put down the rebellion and executed Lord Yarikawa. Before he died, the traitor vowed to avenge his conquered people from beyond the grave. Now they leave offerings to his spirit at shrines in old Yarikawa's ruins. They beg for their enemies to die, and the spirit of Yarikawa's vengeance answers their calls with the Dance of Wrath.
Cool.
You believe these men were killed by that spirit?
They were merchants known for cheating their customers, profiting from deceit.
So someone prayed for their deaths?
The shrines overflow with offerings to the spirit, begging him for bloody retribution.
How do I find these shrines?
People burn a handful of straw and flower petals to make smoke, so the spirit finds their prayers. Look to the sky, my lord. Be careful. Yarikawa's people haven't forgotten your clan's role in their downfall.
That was a long time ago.
Not to them.
Oh, well, I'm glad they're happy about that. Now I get to run around in the dark trying to find smoke. Fantastic. It's either there, or I thought I saw smoke coming up from over there. I'm not sure. That might just be the survivor camp. It's not the survivor camp itself, but I'm just trying to figure out how the hell to get down there quickly. F. Yeah, whatever. I got to survive. See, I've done that before, though. Or made jumps like that killed me, and it's not let me do that in the past. Huh.
A shrine to the spirit of Yarikawa's vengeance. Someone left a message.
Heitaro, he is a traitor to our people. He's at the camp nearby, and his worthless life.
Heitaro is a traitor to our people. He's at the camp nearby. End his worthless life. They must mean the survivor camp.
You know, Jin, if you were just gonna read that, I didn't have to.
Lord Sakai, how can we help you?
Which one of you is Heitaro?
I am
Someone asked the spirit of Yarikawa's vengeance to kill you.
Why would they do that?
He's a Mongol spy. Sneaks off every night for hours. Won't say where he goes.
I've done nothing wrong.
If you're helping the Mongols, I will find out.
I would never do that. Please, let me prove it.
Make him confess, my lord.
I'll explain, but not here. Follow me. I can't believe they prayed for my death.
You should be more concerned about me. Unlike the spirit, I'm real.
But my lord, I've seen it.
Really? Where?
On the road. 3 bandits tried to rob me. The spirit cut their throats and vanished. This is where I come at night, my lord.
A grave. Who's buried here?
His name was Tojiro. We were close. But his wife and family were at the camp. I can't explain why I visit without hurting them.
I understand. But the people at your camp don't.
2 videos in a row.
It's not safe for you.
Where else can I go?
Make your way to Ariake. Go, before it's too late.
Thank you.
I'll say what I said in the last one. It's not that it's here or in the game. Again, I'm sure it happens. It's happened all over the world. It's in human nature, whatever. That's not my issue. My issue is just the amount in which people just go, talk about it in this game like, oh, yeah, it's normal. Yeah. It's so odd to me. Again, maybe it's because again, what I said in the last one, maybe it's because I thought history was a much more puritanical place. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, especially, I guess, again, in a country like Japan, I figured with Japan, it's very traditional, very honor-based, you'd think people would not ever want to break norms like that and discuss it in that way. Now, I mean, if this was ancient Greece or Rome, I know it was a lot more common in those days, but even then it was kind of it was less. It wasn't, I'll just say the word, it wasn't homosexuality or anything like that. It was pretty much fuck everyone and anything in weird orgy type situations. But again, that's because Rome was, Rome and Greece, from, again, what I understand about history, I don't know how much of this is Hollywood doing whatever to it. It just seemed very hedonistic. The Mongols enslave our people. They camp along the Kushi River, not far from the shrine. Destroy them.
The Mongols enslave our people. They camp along the Kushi River, not far from the shrine. Destroy them. This is my fight, not the spirits.
Yeah, again, like the last video, again, it's not that there's homosexuality in the game. Doesn't bother me. I mean, really, it's not going, ooh, look at it in your face, kind of like the, well, I'm not going to say like the trans thing from The Last of Us Part 2. That wasn't in your face. That was just, that was pandering. But, it's not going, it's not, to me, it doesn't seem like it's trying to thumb in the eye of people going, oh, you expect it to be traditional. Well, here it is. It's not like that. It's subtle. It's well done. It's handled with some level of tact.
Let me out, please, my lord.
Calm down. I'll free you.
Yeah, let me keep collecting shit.
Not Mongols. Ours. Why were they killed? Shieldmen. It took impressive skill to kill them.
But yeah, it's not the... It's like I said. It's not the presence of it that bothers me. It's or that makes me sit and kind of scratch my head. I guess that's the better way to put it. It's, again, it's the... Was it really that common / or was it really that... not common, that's not the right word. Was it really just that accepted and just gone, oh, yeah, well, whatever, back in these days. That's just, again, odd to me.
Tell me what happened.
The spirit. He cut through them all. Then he left. Thought I was going to die in a cage.
Who were these people with the Mongols?
They're the ones who sold me to them.
You're free. Go.
Oh, thank you.
The spirit moved on. Perhaps to another shrine.
Nope, not a smaller search area, and pretty much the same. You know, so I'm gonna levy some criticism here, which is weird because it's kind of the opposite of a point I made earlier as a point of compliment. But I'm not a fan. Excuse me, choking. I'm not a big fan of some of these, you know, these not tales, but these sort of mythical things. I don't know a better way to put it, because my, you know, mastery of the English language sucks. But some of these missions are a little long. They're a little wordy. You know, it's just, I get it. It's, you know, it's not a ghost or anything. It's a person using the unyielding strike or whatever the hell it is. Dance of Wrath. There we go. You know, it's a person, obviously, because this game doesn't really have supernatural shit in it. Or at least not that I've seen. It just feels like it's
another shrine to the spirit.
Being, I'm trying to think of a way to put it.
Spirit already claimed it.
Trying to think of a way to
close by.
Way to explain it. Or the word to explain it, because I want to use the term self-masturbatory, but it feels like it just doesn't feel right in this situation. I don't know. It feels like it's trying to be smarter than it actually is. Like, these could have been good, simple quests, but instead it's trying to be more complex than it has to be. And that's a little annoying to me. Especially when I think the simplicity of some of the quests is actually one of this game's biggest selling points.
Spirit.
Haha, made it.
There's a way in through that opening below. Someone's been living here for a long time. A banner of Clan Yarikawa. Worn by a samurai of Yarikawa. Written by an educated hand. But the words are nonsense. Something about Lord Yarikawa being alive.
Is it somebody who thinks they're Yarikawa? Just throwing out a guess.
Offerings taken from the shrines to the spirit. Did a samurai of Clan Yarikawa survive? I have to find whoever this is. Need to look for another shrine offering.
See, this is what I mean. It's just trying to be too complicated. I know this one was right out there as soon as right over there as soon as I say that, but still, it's having me do too much running around, and these things sometimes feel like too much of a fetch quest. which this game has really kind of not had many, if any. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it kind of did.
Another offering to the spirit. Lord Sakai is the last of his clan, and a servant of the dog Shimura. Lead him to the Garden of the Gods, so they may witness his death.
How come he reads that one?
Prayer to the spirit. To kill me, I'll go to the Garden of the Gods and end this.
Like, he reads that one live, but, or, you know, like, as soon as we pick it up, but the other ones he waits to read. That's interesting.
My lord.
What do you know about the Garden of the Gods?
Only that it's a beautiful field of white flowers.
That was a Mongol horn. Yeah, oh well. I was gonna try and collect those supplies, but guess not. Yeah, it's probably over here with all the fireflies. You know, that thing that looks really dramatic. Maybe I should have also been looking for the white smoke, but again, I think the fireflies were enough of a clue.
Statues of the gods. This must be their garden. A shrine. No spirit. This note's addressed to me. Yarikawa's vengeance has come for you. So you're the spirit.
I am the wind that stirs the ashes. I am Yarikawa's vengeance.
You spilled blood using a technique that died with a clan of traitors. Who are you? A samurai's daughter? Did you survive the rebellion?
No one survived. This is a land of ghosts.
Who asked you to kill me?
The peasants who bow to you. The merchants who smile as you pay them. All Yarikawa prays for the death of Clan Sakai and Shimura.
Not everyone. Some forgive.
The rest weep for revenge. I will bring them comfort.
Oh my god, every time. I love it. Ah, oh, damn it, I was totally out of range.
I see how you move.
Yarikawa is your grave.
Yeah, that's right. You're not the only one with a legendary strike. Although I am now all covered in mud. Ah, I thought I had resolve.
Vengeance.
I took my hand off my block button to. Was this? I took my hand off my block button to try and heal, but then I realized I didn't have that much resolve.
I see how you move.
Yarikawa is your grave.
Damn it, I keep getting hit by that third one.
What are you doing?
Learning. I know how to defeat you.
No, you will die.
You're fast.
You never should have come.
Oh, cool.
Great warrior. But you let rage blind you to the true enemy. The Dance of Wrath belongs to me now. I use it as you should have.
You know, that's one of my many moments that I'm not a big fan of Jin. Did I say one of the few moments that I'm not a big fan of Jin's character, and that's when he acts like a moralistic piece of garbage. You know, where he has the, oh, well, I'm so pure and holy, and I'm almost like I'm without flaw. I know the moral path and whatever. Maybe it's a personal thing. I'm just not a fan of that kind of like way of thinking. Okay, that's actually really cool. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of that way of thinking. Went to be at church as a kid. But yeah, I suppose it's a bit of a, I guess you could say, character flaw for Jin. There you go. See, imperfect characters are usually more interesting than perfect ones. Yeah, either way, I think that's going to about do it for this one, guys. Next video, I don't know what we'll do. Maybe we'll, yeah, why not? We'll do Walls of Yarikawa. Let's go, we'll go talk to Yuna and do another main story mission. You know, keep things a little on the shorter end after this bit of a longer video. I want to say, as always, thank you so much for watching. Social media is in the description. Like, comment, not already. Please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more next time, guys. Till then, my name's AJ Gels. Some of the Game Channel. I'm out.